And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be so.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Masaki from State 43, and I'm sorry, it's been a long time. I took about a month off from doing videos just to give myself a little bit of a break. I've been a little bit busy, but I'm back. Let's go. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to do 7 tips on how to get plasma for free. So I think we talked about Lucky Event, one of the greatest ways to get plasma by paying for it, obviously. But if you're a free-to-play player or you're just saying, hey, what are other ways I can get more plasma? This guide is absolutely for you. Okay, so let's talk about the 7 ways. We'll go through the really easy ways first. So first of all, do your daily tasks. If you don't know already, as you hit plasma, as your state hits plasma, you're going to get plasma cores as rewards for your daily tasks. That's about 15 of them. So we'll kind of count that up right there. So 15 a day you can get there. In addition to that, if you hit the infected out in the field, I don't have any here. But every day, there are 3 times when intel spawns, and there will be infected spawning out in the field. Once you hit them, they will the intel infected ones will give you plasma as a reward. You usually get 1 or 2 plasma per. So that's about I think every intel refresh, you're looking about 5 to 8 plasma from there. And lastly, the only other daily way to get plasma is through your purification center. So once you hit level HQ 30, make sure you build one of these bad boys, and then you could just purify plasma here. Of course, you get 5 chances a day. I think the average expected value is about 10 plasma a day here. So there's about 10 here. Out in the field, you're going to get about 15 to 20. And then within the task, you're going to get about 15. So if you put that all together, you're looking at about 45 plasma a day. So that's quite a bit, actually, which means usually you can get at least 1 or 2, maybe 1 upgrade, depends on how expensive they are, of course, per week, just doing that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other ways that are not weekly. So the first thing we'd like to talk about is, by this point, I think most states already have migo, ETH, whatever events already. So you probably have one of these active almost every week. There's always an off week between migo events, but they're just available. So as you know, the migo events reward you with crystals, which or whatever currency they use that time, which you can of course use to upgrade your buildings. But one of the other main reasons, there's a little store button here. And if you click on the store button here, there's plasma available for you to purchase here. So along with other really great items like your chief badges, badge tags, certificate of honor for those of you working on red badges, of course, with your hero gear design, all the components you need, tactical gear designs, etc. These legendary hero frags, which honestly, that's probably the last thing I'll pick up from here, or the speed ups. The other items are just so high priority for my list. So I always buy out all the plasma cores. I kind of forgot how many you get in the store, but you should just buy them out. Remember, there is a refresh that will happen throughout the week. So you can see this little refresh. You actually get 3 refreshes for every migo event. So make sure you buy them up. The refresh won't really affect what you've already purchased. They're just going to add a little bit more options up top for you after the next refresh. So we have another one coming in about a day and a little bit. And then I'll have more plasma I can purchase with my these state event resources. Okay. That's quite a bit of plasma you can actually buy there. Maybe around, let's say, maybe another 60 to 80 just from that event alone. The next one we're going to talk about is underground exploration. Again, a seasonal event. It doesn't happen all the time, but throughout the event, you're going to be, hitting monsters. Check out my underground exploration guide, one of my favorite events, for more details about that event. I think I'm due for an update on that event because they have changed quite a bit, but it's still pretty relevant. So of course you get your event rewards, which are here. They do not contain plasma, but after the event in the store, I mean, technically you can purchase from the store before the event ends, but my recommendation is wait until the event finishes, because likely you want to get Wise level 5, which allows you to get the 10% off discount on your store. Just a real quick tip, this has nothing to do with plasma. Make sure you buy the Doctor's Treasures. Almost all of these are very, very worth it. I don't really buy the healing one because I don't really need the healing speed up, but everything else is quite worth it for the price. And after that's done, go over here. And you could refresh the store, I think 6 times total. It does cost you these antigens, but don't worry about it. You're probably going to have way more than you ever need. But the other thing to remember is kind of calculate out how much resource you're going to need for all the refreshes. Don't buy everything on one, because after you refresh like this, for here, like every batch of refresh, you can spend about 40K of these, like, what are these called? Like cells, mutant cells, 40K of these to buy 30 plasma, right? And so I have 3 more refreshes, so I can technically just do the refreshes and buy plasma only, and then I can get more plasma this way. Of course, you can also, if you want, get the badge tags and whatever else you want to buy here, right? So there's a lot of options for you. I think for this, I will probably be taking the plasma, as the plasma is kind of a very, very good, useful resource. You're going to be dumping that into not just building upgrades, but plasma upgrades as well, to unlocking tier 11 troops and many, many, many other useful upgrades as well. So plasma is usually the highest priority. Aside from that, if you're building like alt character, which I will have a kind of a guide on how to do that later, you might actually not want to buy plasma. Maybe you should be dumping into things like badge tags, these kind of things, right? To upgrade your badges or chief gear or hero gear. So those are kind of good for that purpose. Anyways, we have another refresh. We'll go ahead and do that again. We'll buy the other plasma, and see, I have another 40K for another refresh. And then that will probably be it. The thing about the underground is, just remember, the store is open for 2 days after the event is finished, but after that, it's gone. So make sure you make all your purchases and refreshes before this timer is out. So that's pretty key as well. Okay, of course you can save. If you don't use all your resources, they do get saved for the next event, so that's okay too. All right, so next up is going to be the state warfare coins. Unfortunately, this panel is locked, and I just realized today while trying to make the video, because I was so busy with life stuff, that I actually forgot to use my state coins after we won our state versus state. So it doesn't matter, we won, but I forgot to use the coins. Again, the coins will stay for next round. Unfortunately, you always get more coins than you need. So if you don't spend them, you're kind of wasting them, because next war, you're probably going to get enough coins to go buy pretty much everything. Let's say you win, everything you want to buy. So make sure you spend your state versus state coins all the time. So that's that. Unfortunately, Reservoir Raid does not give you coins that you can purchase plasma with. So different video about how to spend your resources in this game. Okay, last way. And it's really funny because I think only about maybe a month ago, I discovered that I've been doing Plasma Lab wrong. So traditionally, there's this thing called Plasma Lab. It comes in I think once every week or 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. It's just an option here. It's actually, it looks like a store, but it's actually not a store. How it works is like this. You collect these discarded components by either using stamina or gathering resources. And you could get 10 here every single time this event comes over. One of the problems I actually didn't realize is there's this other tab called Quick Access. Of course, you can buy cores here, so there's ways to get plasma this way. However, you can actually purchase discarded components with biocaps. They cost 500 each core for each one of these discarded components, and you can purchase up to 15. Now, what can you do with all of those cores? Well, if you collect enough, the bundle that you should be buying is probably the 50 bundle. I like a lot this one here. You spend 50 cores, discarded components, you get 67 plasma cores, and then you also get some plasma crates as well. So that's really great for those purposes. The plasma crates, of course, will yield some random number of plasma. I think today I got a 50 plasma draw on it. So in general, this is always going to be, you're always going to at least get 5. So essentially buying the 50 components here, you're going to get 77 plasma cores. Pretty good rate. Of course, you can always go higher, but sometimes the problem with going higher is just it's kind of like it takes a long time to get here, especially if you're playing kind of like free. So if you're kind of waiting for the higher versions, I just recommend probably the 50 over here is pretty good. You can buy this every 2 times the event comes around, again, for free, because you're going to get 10 here, and you can buy 15 more here, so that's 25. And so every 2 rounds of this event, you're going to be able to have 50 to buy one of these lucky components. There's actually 2 versions of this package. You can buy this one with 67 guaranteed and 2 of these crates, or the one with 7 crates. Now, I wouldn't recommend this one with 7 crates for the simple fact that the 7 crate version, there is obviously a chance of getting more, but let's say the worst case scenario happens here, you're actually going to get about like 35 plasma, which is half of what you would get with this. So recommendation, don't do the one with 7 bundles, do the one with 67 guaranteed. Okay, well, so there you go. So that's 7 tips to getting free plasma. I hope this video has helped you in some ways. Yeah, make sure you share this with other people in your alliance. I found recently a lot of people have been commenting on my videos saying, hey, they're sharing that with their alliance. Please do. A lot of newer states probably just honestly didn't even know this stuff. So if you're R5, R4, or just somebody in your alliance, make sure you're sharing these videos out to your peeps so they get ahead of this stuff and they understand to maximize and optimize their plasma earning. Because plasma, I will tell you as somebody from an older state, that it's very, very powerful, and it's kind of like the way that the game gatekeeps you beyond HQ 30. Okay. All right, this is Masaki from State 43. Hope you're having a great day and stay classy.
Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak, 'cause